Hey guys, we're here at the red carpet premiere of We'll Never Have Paris, Simon Helberg's new film premiering at South by Southwest 2014. So I hear that this story hits home for you guys. Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, it more than hits home.
Yeah,
It invades our home and sets it on fire. Yeah, it's our story about our breakup before I proposed, which seems to be a mandatory kind of event in people's lives. They throw it all away before they chase it down and try to win it back. And by it, I mean her. And she left to Paris in the middle of it all, and I followed her there and was foiled again. So it's just a series of kind of tragic mistakes that I think we all make when trying to pick which road to go down. But we're here today and we're happy, and so I guess it worked out in the end. But yeah.
So how is it being so personal and putting that on film for everyone to see?
Well, it's really vulnerable, but at the same time, we wanted to take our dramatic license to fictionalize the things that we thought would make a better story, so it's not completely 100% real, and it was cathartic, and then it also felt empowering to kind of take a tragic story for us and turn it into something, hopefully, that people will enjoy. So. Yeah.
Well, Simon, your Big Bang Theory schedule has to keep you pretty busy. So where did you find time to not only write and direct, but also star in a feature film?
We managed to squeeze it into a hiatus, which was a huge challenge in getting it made because you've got this tiny window, and so basically leading up to that hiatus was all writing, trying to get cast and finances, and then we packed up and moved to Brooklyn during the hiatus, shot in Paris, came back, started Big Bang 2 days later, and basically worked 2 jobs and edited and did all of the post simultaneously. Big Bang's keeps me busy, but it's a wonderful schedule, so it allowed for, I guess, I have my evenings fairly free, so we got to finish the movie during the season.
Awesome. Well, y'all are co-directors. How is that working as a team with you in front of the camera and you more behind?
Well, it worked out just like that. He's in almost every single scene, so we would discuss, obviously the scenes beforehand, and I was the eyes for everyone, and then we would just collaborate in between takes and talk to other actors, and
we did a lot of work before getting to set, so that I could kind of look at it more directorially before getting on set, because I wanted to be able to be present and be an actor in the movie, and so we collaborated. We knew exactly what we wanted at the end of each day, so that made for a very kind of 2 heads, 1 brain.
And is there a certain scene that y'all are really excited for the audience to see in the film?
Boy, excited or terrified? There's some vulnerable, there's some horrific sex scenes.
There's one in particular that make me cringe.
Yeah, I think we're, I guess there's certain moments and areas of the movie where I feel like I'm very comfortable with it and happy with the way it turned out. But then you just never know. We haven't gotten to see it with an audience yet, so we're just going in kind of blind and hoping that everybody has a good time.
So you play the character that the co-director is in real life, correct?
Yes.
So how is that having the co-director be directing you as you're playing her?
Well, it was okay because she told me to not worry about trying to play her. They were like, these are characters. It's kind of loosely based on a true story, but no one was trying to make it exactly as it was. So that gave me some freedom and it made me feel more comfortable. Awesome.
Well, can you tell us a little bit about your character in the film?
I play the longtime girlfriend of Simon's character, and we're at that stage in our relationship where we're just kind of like, what's going to happen next? Are we going to keep doing this, or are we going to end it now? So she's sort of trying to figure herself out as well.
Awesome. Well, is there a scene that you're really excited for the audiences to see in the film?
Well, I haven't seen the film, so I don't know. I'm just terrified right now. I'm just like, I hope it's okay.
What are you scared of?
I just haven't seen it. It's just unknown, and I'm just like, oh, it's scary.
What do you hope the audiences take from the film?
I think a nice thing about it is it's a romantic comedy, but it's not, quite often romantic comedies are about these sort of perfect people meeting each other, and there's one little obstacle, but it's easily explained. And in real life, love is messy and complicated, and people make mistakes and try to fix it and get back together. And I like the fact that it's a romantic comedy that shows the reality of what love is. I think that's really nice.
So can you tell us just a little bit about your character in the film, just to start us off with?
Yeah, I play Kelsey in We'll Never Have Paris, which is kind of a departure for me. It's like a pretty comedic light character, I'd say. But, you know, she's no ill will. She's just not the brightest crane in the box. But, you know, she's not a homewrecker. Like, she's not the other woman with intent. She just really finds out she has feelings for her best friend and, you know, kind of hopes that she'd be the best thing for him, and like being authentic and honest would be a good thing, and then just kind of accidentally wrecks his life in the process, you know, as it happens, I guess.
So was it fun getting to play such a real and comedic character?
Yeah, it was really fun. I had a great time doing it. We shot in Brooklyn, and we just walked to work every day, and everybody got along great, you know. It was a lot of fun, this movie.
So what is there a scene that you're in that you're really excited for the audience to see?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen the film yet, so I'm kind of excited and nervous because, you know, a couple of my dear friends are here at South by, and, you know, I've never had that happen before, to see a film for the first time with people.
So you haven't seen, like, your first film with the audience before?
No, normally they have, like, a cast and crew screening, or you have to see it at some point before you do a press junket, but, yeah, exciting stuff.
Well, this story is pretty personal for them. How is that being involved on the set when it's such a personal story to them, and then them directing you?
Yeah, that's kind of funny, you know, when you're having someone sort of direct you in like how to kiss her husband. That's an awkward situation, but you know, everybody's a professional and it works out. But yeah, especially when, you know, some of the story, part of it's personal and part of it's, you know, obviously an amalgam, and you know that we're not all directly playing someone, but yeah, it was really funny, and obviously they worked through a lot of this stuff in their own lives, so you know they have a lot more emotional maturity than the characters do, I think, at this point. So
You'd hope so, at least.
Not as dramatic as you would think. They're just such great communicators. So.
So can you just tell us a little bit about your character in the film to start out with?
Yes, I play Kurt, who is Melanie Lynskey's character's brother. Devin's brother, and and Kurt is an old friend of Quinn, Simon's character. So when Quinn starts getting confused and breaks up with his sister and all this stuff, and he's sort of running around with this other person, Kurt is understandably not so happy with his old friend, who he still loves and he cares about. And if it was anybody else, he would be talking to him about, you know, how can we help get you through this, and you know what's going on, talk to me about it. But because it's his sister, it's a little bit like, you need to figure this out on your own or with another friend, but not me.
So it's a pretty personal story for the directors. So how is that, them directing you in a story that's kind of very close to their hearts?
It was kind of amazing. I mean, you know, it takes a strong couple to get through some of the stuff that they went through that people will see, and it takes an even stronger one to kind of go through it all again years later. So I was really impressed with them, and you know, even though like at the time it was all very painful and awful, the script was much different and brought out the comedy. You know, when we're trying to figure out our lives and everything is so serious and dramatic, it's really awful and horrible, and then you can look back at yourself and what the thoughts that were going through your head and your weird impulses and everything, and you can hopefully start to try to laugh at it a little bit. So that's hopefully what's going to happen here.
Well, this is the first time that an audience has gotten to see the film.
Yeah.
So what are you excited about them to see, and what are you hoping they get from that?
I'm excited for them, to see Simon doing something totally different. I mean, I think a lot of people know him from Big Bang Theory, and you know, having gone to high school with him, and you know, I know he is obviously so funny, and you'll see him be really funny tonight, but he's also a fantastic dramatic actor, and so I'm excited for people to see some of those elements of his performance. And what else am I excited about? I'm just excited about it in general. I mean, it's, you know, it's my best friend from 8th grade's movie premiere. What's not to be excited about?
So you've been friends for so long. Any funny stories that you can tell us?
So many funny stories. I'm not sure how many I can tell you, but no, I mean, we've you know, we've gotten in some trouble together, and let's see, what are some funny stories? I mean, he used to be the king of prank calls in our little group of friends. I couldn't keep someone on the phone for 2 minutes. You know, even if I sounded really even if I said, "Hey, I'm just interested in your product," before I even got into the joke stuff, they would be like, "We don't take prank calls," and they'd hang up. Meanwhile, Simon would be talking about, sorry, it's a little loud because the Brazilian parachuting team is staying at his house on couches and whatever it was, and they'd be like, "Well, okay, and just stay on." Maybe because it was just that funny, and they were just that entertained by it. But yeah, we had a lot of fun together in high school, and then we were college roommates, so we got into even more trouble then. But he's just one of the greatest guys I know, and so I'm very, very proud.